You guys, it is Black Anime, and before I jump into this review, I want to say several things. One, if you haven't seen my announcement, well, not my announcement, but me talking about their announcement for My Hero Academia Season 2, I'll put in link in the description below. And number two, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I will try my best not to put spoilers into this, but go watch it. Great anime, worth watching, and let's jump right into this review. Okay, first, let's talk about the story. The story follows the main character, Midori. He's quirkless. Now, quirks are superpowers that that were just introduced into the human, or not just barely, but, people have superpowers in this universe. And you're born with them. Right, there's a very small percentage that aren't born with them, and he happens to be one of them. He was born without it, but ever since he was a little boy, he's wanted to be a hero. And in this universe, there is actually schooling for becoming a hero, and you could be a hero for a full-time job. He wants to do that, but being quirkless, he can't do that at all, sadly. And the story starts is where he meets a man named All Might. He is a symbol of peace. He is the biggest hero out there and the strongest, who has this power called All for One. It's an ability that's been passed down from the beginning. Whoever had the power first, and it's just passed down from generation to generation. And now he's going to pass it to Midori, because Midori surprised him one day, and Midori convinced him that, you know what, you could be quirkless and still be a hero. All Might transferring that power to Midori, but All Might still has it himself. That's the thing. All Might still has nothing. Oh, so the biggest superhero on the planet just got rid of his power? No, he still has it. He has passed it to this kid. So when the power drains, so the power is kind of like a fire. And All Might had an injury where making the fire go out quicker. So he had to pass it on and find a successor, and that happened to be Midori, and now they start training so he can use this power, which is super strength. But it's not what you think. He doesn't just automatically have super strong muscles and everything. It's super strength, but more realistic. So he has to use the full power of the super strength, he has to work out his body, he has to run, lift weights, all that. He could probably, at this point, I've read the mangas, but at this point in the anime where you guys are, by the end of the show, he could probably use 2-3% of the full power of the power that he got from All for One. So not a lot. And that's where the story begins. He starts training, and he's trying to get his way into the school, the UA, which is one of the best hero schools just out there. That's what he's working for as of this moment, and that's where the story starts. Now let's talk about characters. There's a huge character cast. I don't want to go left and right, character to character, because there's a lot of main characters. So I'm going to only go with two. I've already talked about him a little bit. All Might, number one. He is, if any of you've played Ratchet and Clank, he reminds me of Captain Quark, but has the ability to back up what he says. He's very cocky, strong, and cheerful guy, but as the symbol of peace, he always kind of has to look that way. He's known to fight villains, fight evil, save people with a giant smile on his face the whole time. That's the kind of guy he is. You don't really, as of now, in the anime, you don't know a lot about him. So I'm trying my best not to describe stuff of him that I know later on. So I'm going to move on to Midori. He is your basic shonen main anime character. He starts out as a weak wimp who has a goal in life, and now he's building his way up. Now, we don't know where his father is. That's not been mentioned in the anime, and I don't remember it being mentioned in any of the manga so far. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to see comments down there saying, oh, they mentioned it in the manga, or oh, they talked about it a tiny bit in the anime. As I can remember, they didn't mention anything about his father, but he lives with his mom, who just wants him to live a normal life. He's been bullied since he was a kid, and obviously, being the main character of a shonen anime, of course he's been bullied. Of course he starts out weak, but then he finds the power to back himself up. He finds the power to reach his goals, and that's Midori for you. Moving on, you guys, to art and animation. Now, the overall animation of this anime is good. It's above average, definitely in my opinion. I love the colors, the way they work them in there. Lots of this anime is bright colors, but when they throw in dark colors, they do it well. Like the villains you see later on in this anime, all the heroes just seem to have like light outfits on the whole time and look awesome, and you can just tell they're a hero. You look at the villains, they have like dark purple, dark blue, dark this, dark. It's like they really separate the colors by the lights and the darks, which may sound racist, but it's not. So I don't want people commenting, oh, don't you say they're racist? No. It's just how I see it. I see that the villains have darker clothing on and just look darker overall. I'm not saying they're black. I'm just saying like they just have a shadowy look to them all the time. But the colors for the villains are still pretty bright, even though they're meant to be dark colors. The sound. Oh, I love all the music they use in this anime. I love it. The intro, the original soundtrack, and the outro. Just amazing. Just overall, good. Now, let's talk about the bad, because every anime, no matter how good it is, has a bad. And the bad for this anime is, it's so short. And I know lots of you are like, is that it? It's not. There's, I feel they rushed it, because like I said, they have, in this anime, they used only, I would say, 2.5 chapters out of the mangas, and they did that in 13 episodes. It just, sorry about that noise, I'm downloading a video right now. It's just that everything that was done just seemed to be for nothing, kind of, I guess you could say. Like, they put so much effort into putting 13 episodes, which is a weird number of episodes. I would prefer 12, but personally just because I'm into that number, I just feel that's a better number. Or 26. I feel like we didn't get enough episodes. I feel like there wasn't a lot of character development either. They were like, here's this character, here's this one, here's this one. This one's kind of a main, this one's kind of a main character too. But you know what? We're not going to tell you anything about them. I hope the character development grows later on. I hope relationships grow. I hope friendships grow. I hope we see a lot more from this series. More. I love the manga. Love the manga. But that's because, the manga's so far ahead. I know what's going to happen later on. But for the anime right now, this review is based off of season 1. Okay, I'm not basing it off of future seasons because I know what's going to happen in the future. Now, the review. As you know, I do my review just kind of like the My Anime List reviews. No, you have terrible, you have bad, you have terrible, you have very bad, you have below average, you have above average, you have good, you have very good, and then you have amazing. And then there's a rare masterpiece one, but we're not going to even go into that. There hasn't been an anime that I consider a masterpiece. There is one that I would consider close, but you'll have to wait for that review to find out which one it is. So, what would I give this anime? Very good is what I'm going to say. Just because yeah, very good. Very good is what I'm going to give it. so far, because season 2 was announced. Like I said, if you haven't seen that video and want to check it out, it should be online right now. But just the characters, the people, the the colors, the sound, the plot, I love it all. Now, like I said, it's really hard not to talk about stuff in the manga, and I wish the manga could have gone a different way with something. I'm not going to go into it, but for the anime, it's pretty good. They're trying their best to keep it in the manga. I feel that there is some parts that weren't in the manga, but in the end, I'm just kind of like, overall, it's a good anime, you know? It's a good little watch, you know? You get 13 episodes, finished, I'm like, that. And all I can say is, I hope we get season 2 very soon. I've been wanting season 2. I've been checking out the anime news sites. I'm using Crunchyroll, Miami News, just everywhere for anime news. And now it's here. So I'm very excited. Once again, you guys, thank you for watching. Oh, before I end this, I guess I should talk about episode 12. The animation, the fight scene, the episode 12, in my opinion, so calm down, is the best fight scene I've seen this year so far. I know that doesn't mean a lot. Only 2 seasons have came this year out of 4, but you know, I don't think anything else we're gonna get this year is gonna top that. Now, I was thinking maybe Berserk, but the CGI in Berserk is not that good. So I'm very excited to say that I'm gonna probably put this in my end of the year videos. As you guys know, I do an end of the year polls for, personally, my opinion, for this and this and this and that. So just wait until then. But once again, you guys, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this show. Tell me what you think is going to happen later on. If you read the manga and want to talk about it just so bad, but you don't want to spoil it for people from the bottom, which I'm asking you not to, feel free to send me a message. I do have a Kick, I do have a Snapchat, and I am on them all the time. So feel free to message me, and we can have a nice conversation about anime or My Hero Academy, just any of that. Okay, guys, once again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Black Anime, out.